Hello and welcome to another Dominion League season. This is my first match of season 48. I'm in the C4 division, and today I'm playing against orangeperson, who I've never played before that I can recall. So let's see what we've got in this kingdom. We got scrap for trashing. Also transmogrify. We can scrap fortresses. That's pretty cool. Draw is encampment, maybe city. We've got plenty of plus buy, so that shouldn't be an issue. There's colony and platinum. Wild shrine. There's a lot of stuff going on here. I think we're going to want to get a scrap. I'm not sure if we also want to get a transmogrify. I mean, neither of them are good at trashing coppers, unfortunately. So it's I mean, ultimately we're going to have to use scrap if we want to trash coppers. Maybe that's okay. Well, let's get the scrap. Yeah, I'm just not sure whether it makes sense to get a transmogrify. Oh, man, getting to open spices is definitely better. That's definitely better. The thing about T-Mog is initially we're going to want to be scrapping estates anyway. T-Mog estates into encampments or into scraps. Not super exciting. Could just take a silver, I guess. We are going to want to hit 6 to get a gold fairly early so we can start picking up encampments. So there's some reason for that. I think I will just get a silver. I don't know. It feels kind of bad, but I might go ahead and get a second scrap here. I don't think I would have used my coffers to buy transmogrify. Orangeperson. Maybe either bought encampment or I don't know, scrap or something, but whatever. Yeah, I think a second scrap would be good. So we can hit spices here. We go coin horse. We hit spices. And then that will set us up pretty well to grab a gold. I think that's what I'm going to go for. All right. We could also spend our coffers and grab an encampment as well. I mean, this is our plus buy. We're not really trying to hit high price points in general after we have the gold, so I think I am going to do that. I might want to frog this horse. Although there is also the option to buy villa, I suppose. Fortress would also be nice. It combines well with scrap. I guess T-mogging fortresses is also a thing. I wasn't really thinking about that. T-mogging them into cities would be pretty good. We don't have a fortress currently. I guess I want to play the horse so I can see... Although I might draw both scraps. Well, if I do, I can take plus action, I guess. All right. So we could go like encampment, maybe encampment fortress, and then if we take coin buy here, and then we can pick up transmogrify. We could also just pick up the transmogrify now instead. Might be better. We could use it to T-Mog gold, or spices into a gold. We need that for encampment. I think coin buy either way. My opponent has 3 transmogrifies? I didn't even realize that. That's crazy. That is so many transmogrifies. We could also just take another encampment. That wouldn't be crazy either. I think I like getting the fortress ultimately. Combines well with the scrap. We can pick up the T-Mog later. So depending on what we draw here, we might be able to pick up another couple of encampments. Hopefully we don't draw our gold. That would be annoying. Okay, taking the curse. I don't really like taking the curse. I mean, it's a lot of points, but there's colony on the board. Also farmland. I hadn't even really registered that. Yeah, I think this is coin buy. Grab 2 more encampments. Plunder is available. So we could just scrap copper and take a plunder. We are seeing our gold without any of our encampments, but... There's Way of the Frog, so we can top deck the encampments, potentially. Oh. I did not realize that my opponent had... Oh, I see, they T-Mogged into it. Okay, so... In that case... So I don't really care about having the silver in my deck at this point. I could scrap the silver. I mean, I do want to scrap copper ultimately, but it's not really anything I want to pick up on 5 right now. And drawing a card at least creates the possibility that... I guess I did... Oh no, I haven't seen my spices. Okay, yeah. So drawing a card creates the possibility I see my encampment. And then just get my spices and have plus buy and good stuff like that. So I think I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go card action horse, I think. There we go. Okay. So we can just go encampment plunder here. That looks pretty good to me. Well, I think we have all 5 encampments. I'm pretty sure that's the case. So, I mean, if we put 1 back, that's not the end of the world. But we do have the option of just like... Oh, I guess if we frog 3 of them, it's not necessarily that likely that we see the cards we want. So maybe it does make more sense to play at least 1. Okay, we're just not going to have any plunder, I guess. Or we're going to have 1 plunder. I mean, it doesn't necessarily bother me all that much. Like, if I'm the one with the draw, I think that's better. Cities are now activated, unless... Okay, that does kind of change my outlook on... Well... So we have a 1 in 7 chance to draw gold or plunder. not very good. It's not very good. First, now that cities are activated, having the encampments is a lot less important. So that, I think, tilts me in the other direction. Okay. Now we have 4 coins, which is still not enough to buy a city, unfortunately. Yeah, and we have a 1 in 6 chance. All right, now we have a 1 in 4 chance. But we also have 6 coins. I think I'm going to frog this encampment. I don't want to frog this scrap. I think I'm just going to scrap a copper. Pick up a city. Opponent still has 4 transmogrifies in their deck, and none of them are on their tavern mat, so they should be really struggling with draw right now. I mean, they are going to have the opportunity to pick up some of these encampments, obviously, if they want. Although I guess there's no real reason to take encampment over city at this point, unless it's just because it's cheaper. Okay, so now we didn't. I guess there's no reason not to play this encampment. Got 8 coins. So we could just frog these 2 encampments. Or the encampment and the fortress. Or we could fish for some plus buy. I would like to pick up a T-Mog at this point. Plus buy would also give me access to more encampments. I'm going to draw 3 cards. Last turn we had let's see, scrap, 2 scraps, 3 coppers, a spice as a city. I think the odds of seeing good cards are good enough to be worth triggering the shuffle. Okay, so we have 1 extra buy, which is not amazing. So I think I want to go city T-Mog. Oh wait, now I forgot that now the cities are not trying again. So no, we actually would maybe prefer encampment at this point. That's interesting. Encampments are better for our opponent because they have more plunders. I mean, I guess we could take a villa. No, what's the point though? Yeah, let's go. Well, I guess Kiln would be another way to gain cards. That would be faster than T-Mog. Alright, yeah, actually, let's grab a Kiln and an encampment. Here we can just pick up another city. Right, so now my opponent has 1 encampment and the cities are activated again. Do you really need more treasure right now? There's a possibility I end up putting this encampment back. That would be pretty... Well, on the other hand, it would hurt my opponent possibly more than it would hurt me. Has my opponent trashed any copper? I think they have not. Trashes the spices. Alrighty. Yikes. Okay, now they've got draw. Maybe this gain-heavy approach is going to work out for them. Damn it. I mean, it's kind of good because I'm shutting down my opponent's draw. I guess one T-Mog on the mat. I'm actually wondering if I should be putting the encampment back. I don't think so. Especially not if I'm going to kill in the city. I think I am. Okay, so... There's not much reason not to draw. We are going to have to score soon. Like, the piles are getting low. If we want to do that, drawing is also going to help, so... Let's do it. Okay, so we can do Villa Gain and play stuff here if we want. What would be the thing to do with that? Maybe picking up an animal fair. Two buys. So you can buy something and then villa. We buy city. Cities are double activated. And we get some extra money. So that probably makes sense. So we go city. Well, or is the animal fair better? I mean, either way, I think we want to... There's no reason to, like, scrap copper right now. If we don't play our 2 coppers, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We could trash one of the coppers into an animal fair. Yeah, okay. Is it copper? I meant scrap. Whatever. Yeah, so we go animal fair, villa, I think. Okay. Play the villa. So we get a buyback. We could buy the last city as well, but that's not actually going to improve our economy. Like, we want to buy a colony. Yeah, I think 2, 3. We have. One that has a lot of cities. We have 12, as many as 14 coins right now. So we could buy one more villa. But I don't see a good way to make that. Yeah, I don't think it makes sense. I think we could take the defiled shrine points. If we buy another villa, that doesn't help. No. We have 2 buys. Yeah, I think taking the shrine points does make sense. Okay. Oh. Oh, God. That is an unexpectedly terrible draw. I don't know whether it makes more sense to strap the gold or the kiln. Like, we gain a silver if we scrap the gold, which is not useful. On the other hand, if we scrap the kiln, we lose a gainer. Of course, the gold allows us to keep our encampments. I don't know how important that is at this point. Like, the kiln can definitely help with pile out stuff. We can always buy it back. Man, I'm the one who had, like, gotten just, like, trashed all this copper, and yet... Of course, there's a possibility that we still draw dead, although I think we're very unlikely to. So what would the kiln be gaining that would be useful? It could gain an encampment. And turning the gold into a silver doesn't hurt our economy as much. That's a fair point. Okay. Bonk. Right, so we want to kiln the encampment so that we double activate the rest of our cities, although we then probably want to put an encampment back at some point. Well, we'll probably do it right here regardless, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, there it goes. I don't know if I want this other encampment to go back or not. I guess there's no reason not to play the fortress. Well, I guess in theory we could gain a scrap, but yeah, never mind. Yeah, I'll just play it. Well, we're putting them back, whether we meant to or not. Alright, well, there's definitely no reason not to keep that one, since we just put 2 back. So we don't have any overdraw, unfortunately. Nor do we have any scrap to get rid of this curse. Pretty annoying. Is there a pile out? Like, we're 1 buy short of an estate pile out. That sucks. We have the money, we just don't have the buys. 6 scraps is 18. We don't have that. We could pile the curses. No, we can't. We don't have the buys. We had any overdraw. And we won't next turn because we put encampments back and we're going to add stop cards to our deck. So things are only going to get worse from here. Although we did gain a horse. That'll help. Well, all right. I mean, I think we take a colony. But then the question is, what do we do with the other 5 coins? We could just take a fortress. That allows us to scrap it and doesn't otherwise particularly hurt us. I mean, it could hurt with encampment stuff, but yeah, whatever. Anything else seems hard to justify adding stop cards. I think I'm going to take a fortress. Okay, so opponent is not going to have activated cities. We probably aren't, but I mean, we can at least kill him for one of the encampments and potentially then buy Villa and buy the other one. Which is something our opponent probably should have considered now that I think about it, but I'm glad they didn't. I mean, maybe they didn't have the money, but there's a lot of, like, they would have made all that money. Assuming they did have the money, they would have made it all back with these cities. They were double activated. So that's definitely something you need to pay attention to next turn. They did not draw, despite their many cities. Although they are getting plunder points. Surely they're going to buy a colony here. If they don't, they're really risking that I find a way to pile out. Like, I was pretty close last turn. And if I could, like, I don't know, kill him a scrap or something. I mean, I guess there is an encampment in the pile. Or there's going to be two, so yeah, maybe I realistically can't, but I should consider scrapping Villa because it's a stop card. Well, I guess Villa's better than, like, silver. Well, is it? Maybe it's not. I don't know. I mean, the first thing we're going to do is play a horse, but... I mean, we can always scrap the fortress, of course, but I'm just thinking about, and I mean, I'd like to scrap the curse, but okay, horse. So we're gonna have to. I mean, we could play scrap now, but it doesn't probably make a whole lot of sense. Although, wait, no, we could buy. We have 7 coins, so we can buy Villa double encampment right now. And then we can double activate our city. Play Villa, Animal Fair, Silver. We buy... No, wait. We don't have the buys for it yet. Well, we have... Oh, no, wait. Animal Fair gives us a buy. We have 1, 2, 3 buys. But... we buy the Villa at the wrong time. So we need to play scrap first. Yeah, it doesn't work yet. And I don't know that I want to play scrap first. I mean, that the 1 coin and buy from the city might make all the difference is the problem. We could go and play Villa, play scrap for card action. I don't know. It's too awkward, I think. Like, if we can scrap something better, we end up making some of that back up, I guess. So, I think we play the city. Okay, so now we need to scrap for draw anyway. Okay, well, in that case, I'll play Villa. I'm gonna scrap silver. For card. Coin. I think. 5, 6, 7, 8. We do have enough money, but the question is, well, we have enough buys. Was I wrong about that before? I think I was wrong. Oh, no, I wasn't, because I needed the coin from the villa, but now I don't need the coin. That was the difference. Okay, so we can take horse. Hard coin horse. Don't need buy. I mean, we might need buy to pile. But are we going to realistically have the money after buying a villa and 2 encampments? Probably not. Well, we're not going to buy a villa and 2 encampments unless we draw a city. Anyway. And that, if we don't, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, we want to be able to hit colony. So, yeah. Okay, well, we can hit colony. Do we want to kill this animal fair? I think so. I mean, it's pretty good. Yeah, somehow I ended up with less draw than my opponent. It's very annoying. 1 encampment in the pile. Like, they've managed to, I don't know how they like managed not to just choke on the fact that they didn't trash any of their coppers. Well, they should clearly take the other encampment, right? Yeah. So now they are probably just going to win on an estate pile out. Unless they somehow can't keep their... No. Actually, estate pile out is only a tie unless they get more points, which they will from plunder. So yeah, this is probably game. Man, I'm really surprised that this like mass T-Mog strategy was viable. I'm not surprised that it was a useful card, and I probably should have gotten one in the opening rather than the silver in retrospect, but I am surprised that getting tons of them and not thinning any coppers was so successful. Like, they really got a lot of cities out of that. And plunders. I did ultimately end up with fewer draw cards. I do need one more buy. Okay, there's the buy. I know they have a platinum. So that's almost all the coins they need right there. I guess it's... I don't know what else is in their hand at this point. They should still have a kiln. Yeah. Maybe a spices. That should be enough. Okay, I guess that works. Seems completely unnecessary, but they managed to... Oh, never mind. Guess they really wanted to go for the colony pile out? I don't know. No, they're just going to pile the animal affairs. Okay. Yeah, that was unexpected. I guess they were player 2. I don't know why. I had no indication of that, but we did take the same number of turns. Okay, so here we have mask and recruiter, so strong trashing, alter as well. And then we have peasant, which I imagine we are going to want. The plus actions is recruiter, hunting lodge, and teacher. Recruiter should be sufficient. Well, I guess gains are a little hard to come by. Oh no, wait, peasant is plus buy. Okay. Right, so I guess we're just opening peasant mask and hoping we don't collide. I guess there's also a possibility that fortune opens up, but probably won't. Wouldn't think. Silver peasant. Wanting to risk the collision. It's understandable. I'm not sure how important it is to race to get peasant up the line. Wow, that... What? But now I can't pass a card. What? So that sucked. That really sucked. Wow. Okay, well, I guess we're buying another peasant next turn. I guess I'm gonna get a silver. Wow, that was terrible. I mean, you know, collision. Okay, so I think there's a 1 in 4 chance that we draw our other peasant. If that happens, I'm going to be really sad, but I'm going to discard this peasant. Okay, it didn't happen. Let's get ourselves a recruiter. I guess we probably just want another silver at this point. I don't want like a ton of silver, but we do have thinning and we have villager stuff. Okay, man. I'd really like to see the recruiter at the top of my shuffle. Okay, at least we only drew the peasant and not the soldier. Is there any way that it makes sense for us not to trash here? I kind of think the answer is yes. Like, we really want a hunting lodge. I mean, recruiter will give us some villagers, but... Okay, so do we want to take an altar? We still only have 1 villager. We do have a hunting lodge. Might make more sense to take another recruiter. We do only have the 1 peasant. We're gonna need to get another one if we're gonna send that up the line too, which we probably are. We could also just take another hunting lodge. Also ghost ship to consider. Oh man, there's a lot. There is a lot. I'll Altar seems kind of greedy. I think it should be either Hunting Lodge or Recruiter. I'm just not entirely sure which. Hunting Lodge is a good ghost ship counter. I think I'm going to grab the Hunting Lodge. It'll also help us potentially cycle our stuff up the line faster, depending on how things play out. Oh, right. Disciple's a gainer. So yeah, getting a second recruiter seems pretty reasonable. I mean, I'm already pretty far behind thanks to the way the opening shuffles played out, I think. There's just an argument for hanging on to estates here with Recruiter, but I don't know. We've got a couple silvers we can trash. Goes for the teacher. Interesting. Not what I expected. I do want to play this fugitive. Damn it. Okay, do we take second recruiter at this point? Artificer is nice with Hunting Lodge. Do need to thin more though. I don't know. Need more of everything. I'll take the Artificer, I guess. Probably isn't going to end up mattering. Today's teacher before I see disciple. Woo. And has another disciple. And meanwhile, I still have a peasant. It hasn't gone up the line at all. And my opponent is drawing their deck, and they're playing altar and gaining things. Yeah, this is looking pretty... Oh my god, they have 4 artificers already. I guess maybe skipping mask... I mean, they did ultimately get a mask, but maybe skipping mask was correct. I think we go ahead and recruit a silver here. All right, I want another peasant. I want to send this one up the line. Probably need... I don't know, another hunting lodge. As if it's going to matter. Plus card to Artificer. It's pretty good when you have almost the entire pile, I will say. Alright, forget this. Yeah. I don't necessarily think that teacher was necessary on that board, but I do think that if you have that big of a lead, That's really a way to put the nail in the coffin. Okay, we have a 2-5 with alms. That should be a good thing, but let's see. Clicked this off a little too fast because I wanted to double check that I wasn't missing anything with that opening. So the trashing is just goat, which is fine. Draw is... there's a lot of it. Livery, Council Room, Lost City, Hireling, Festival per plus buy. Maybe, actually, we're not gonna alms for anything. We're just gonna take Pixie, but still, we can open with a 5. That should be pretty nice. Also, I guess we're not gonna buy alms at all because we want to play the goat. Durr. So what do we want to open with on the 5? We could just go straight for livery, figuring that livery is going to help us hit 5 again, and then we're going to get a horse and blah blah blah. And there's a lot of 5s that we do want on this board. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for livery. What are the alternatives? Like Festival would allow us to do something like buy Pixie and buy alms, but the only thing we'd really be almsing for is another Pixie, so not that exciting. Relic, it's fine, but Lost City, triggering my opponent's shuffle doesn't seem like a good idea, so... Okay, Flag Bearer. Well, don't think we want 2 silvers. Don't really want to buy Flag Bearer here, I will say. And next turn, we're going to have... Actually, I guess we're going to have 4 coins. So we could buy Flag Bearer next turn. What do I want to buy? Festival, Lost City. Really one of the 2. Could be Relic, I guess, but... we're going to put a Flag Bearer into our deck. I think we want the Festival. Okay, let's play the livery in case Pixie does something relevant. That... no, we can... well... if we trash that, we can get double 5. If we don't... well, we can't. We get an extra horse. It might be better than whatever else Pixie is going to give us. I think it probably is. Okay, so we could just go Livery Festival here and never get Lost City. If we're generating enough horses, then that becomes our draw. 2 horses. I go from there. I think I'm okay with that. We can always add the Lost Cities later. There's the Flag Bearer, okay. We have 5 coins in hand if we play the Flag Bearer. I think we can do better. But we can't. Well, I guess we want to trash the flag bearer then, since we're going to want to buy something that isn't flag bearer. Okay, so Lost City or Festival? It's really hard to say. I mean, we could also take a third livery right now. We do have 2 festivals, like, we don't have a flag bearer in our deck anymore. It's a little dicey, but not too bad. So if we stop here, we can buy like a 5 and a pixie, and we can alms another pixie. We trigger the shuffle, we risk... Yeah, I think we risk too much. We trigger the shuffle. Like if we don't draw another livery, then we have 2 liveries, no festivals. I think we just... go festival, pixie, alms for pixie. Damn it. It was exactly what I was trying to avoid. Well, maybe my opponent will buy a Lost City. Nope. Ooh. Okay. So we each have 3 festivals. I have 3 liveries. I think I'm going to focus more on liveries, because we can always get Lost Cities if the festivals run. I'll take another livery. Took the flag. Okay. So we're going to have to buy the flag in order to get it back, unfortunately. Is there any reason not to play a horse before we play this pixie? Can't think of one. I want to get some treasures into my hand in case I hit Earth's Gift. It's not bad. It's not bad. I think I'll take it. And I think... So this is all 3 of our festivals. Actually, maybe that was a mistake. Well, I mean, if we... I think we're going to draw at least 3 cards. I think it's fine to trigger a shuffle here. Okay, so in here we have 2 liveries, no festivals. We're going to have 17 coins, which means we're going to get a pixie back. No, not necessarily. We might want to draw, or might want to buy flag bearer. I mean, but it just doesn't make sense to leave the liveries on top, I think. Unless, do we have a horse in there? I don't actually know. I haven't trashed any copper, so I guess not. Have I? 2 copper in the trash? Maybe I trashed a copper. Yeah, okay, I trashed. So I do have a horse in there. Right? This is 5 copper, 6 copper, horse, livery. I'm gonna draw 2 cards, and then I'm gonna draw 2 more cards. Yeah, okay. I think we can keep the pixie. I don't know. Maybe it's a mistake, but I think it'll be okay. So if we buy Flag Bear, I think we can just go like festival. We could go double festival because of the having the 2 liveries in here. That could make sense. We'd also go ahead and take a Lost City. We're gonna want at least 1 festival. That's clear. Is double festival better than Lost City? Given. All right. Well, let's take. Take the flag. Pixie. And I think taking 1 more livery is not correct. Festival. So we're going to have, in our shuffle, we're going to have 6 horses. Plus a couple pixies. Well, the pixies don't draw. I don't know. We have not drawn deck yet. I think I'm going to take a Lost City at this point. Will-O-Wisp, not actually that amazing. I mean, I guess we're not trashing copper that quickly, but... So currently I have 4 liveries to my opponent's 3. If they pick up 2 more, I might do that, and I'll definitely want to get the last one. I think the livery split is at least somewhat important. They're not going to want to buy Flag Bear here because... Oh, they have a silver. How about that? Because it denies them an extra 5. Oh, no, they do want to buy Flag Bear. Rats! Interesting. Bold. Bold. Okay. So we have all the information that we could want. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That gets us to 21. We're going to trash the Flag Bear, right? I mean, we don't have to, maybe, but we probably will. So 18 and 4 is 19. Yeah, 21 seems better. Pilot's getting close. So what if we buy Province this turn? We're gonna want to buy at least 1 livery. We can buy like with 21. If we bought a province, we'd be down to 13, and we would go like livery, festival, pixie, I guess, or livery, pixie, maybe. That might be worth considering. We have 19 instead, and we buy province. Do we need to buy province? That's the question. I think it's probably a good idea if we're going to buy 2 of the 5s. Because, like, well, how close is a pile out, really? They'd have to buy 5 pixies. There are 3 pixies in the trash. I'm pretty sure I have the other 2 pixies. So, like... I mean, it's possible that my opponent could do a rats out, I guess. I don't think they can, because I think they need a second rats first. Like, they need to have 2 rats in their deck to begin with, right? Because you, like, play the rats, you draw the card, then you gain the rats, and you need, like, additional draw. So, like, I don't think they can do that this turn. Yes, we have 19, then we were left with 11. Basically, so looking at it that way, we're just turning a pixie into a pixie, which isn't useful. But with 19, well, part of the question is, do we want to add a flag, or like keep this flag bearer in our deck? I don't think we do. We're still not fully drawing. I think I'm going to keep that. Trash that. And then I take province, 2 liveries. That might be slightly too many liveries, but I think it'll work out. They didn't find their rats. That's, I think, good news. All right, I guess there's no reason to play the pixie now. Two cards at the end of this turn does sound pretty good. Does sound pretty good. Let's play this pixie. No. Well, sending 2 coppers. That might actually make sense. I mean, we are going to get a lot of horses this turn. A lot of horses. Yeah, never mind. We don't need a thin copper. At least not like that. Okay. There's no pile out because we don't have enough buys. Buy a bunch of provinces. We can get to 32. We can buy 4 provinces. Should we just do that? I mean, that's so many horses. Yeah, I think so. I don't really see how my opponent responds to that. I think they get 2 provinces, and they still need... Yeah, they have no chance. Okay. Well, that went better. I don't think I really meaningfully outplayed my opponent there. I was first player and had a 5-2 or 2-5, whatever. I think that's pretty much what it came down to. All right, so tournament. Vampire trashing. We've got some options for that. I was not thinking about that. Okay, what? There's a lot of different directions we could go here. So, would be good to get a vampire. It'd be good to get a counterfeit. It'd be good to get a province with tournaments. There's just like a lot. One approach here would be to just like open like tournament expedition. We're not gonna like province that way, but we would like, definitely hit 5. Could also potentially do a big banish that way. Be an alternative. I think I like that. Gives me some options. 2-5, obviously the 2's no good, but you get to open vampire counterfeit, so that's pretty good. Well, we get the 3 estate banish. I will take it. I will take it. Yoink. Probably we want to counterfeit now, since we've got a bunch of copper in our deck and not really anything else. This looks like vampire. Yeah, getting to banish 3 estates there was pretty maximally good, I think. I'm not sure what would have been better than that. I don't want to be miserable. It's rude. I want to be happy. We could almost hit 8 here. We can't. We could come close. Depending on whether we draw the vampire or not. Well, I'm fine with drawing the vampire anyway. I don't know why I'm not just playing this counterfeit. Okay. What do we want to do here? We could go like Silver Expedition and really try to hit province. And then vampire for maybe a werewolf. Werewolf does has the risk of drawing the tournament dead, but with expedition, that is somewhat mitigated. We also double expedition. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, that would guarantee it, basically. Because that's like, basically, we draw our deck. Okay, I think I can get behind that. And if we're gonna do that, oh, got the tournament. If we're gonna do that, we don't really need a werewolf right now, which means we could go for festival. It's a little weird of a choice. 5, 6. It doesn't compromise our ability to hit 8 at least. I mean, technically, I guess it helps. Like, is there a draw where we draw the? I guess there's a draw. No. Bat plus all of our copper. We only have 6 copper. 7 cards. We're gonna have 9 cards. Yeah, there's no draw where we failed to hit it. Festival slows us down the next turn in terms of pairing up. So maybe we still want the werewolf? I mean, the werewolf doesn't really help us pair up either, though. Exactly. Like, the order is wrong. Like, we need the village first. Okay, I can get behind. Well, of course, we have plus buy in the form of counterfeit. We are going to want villages ultimately. We could also take another tournament. That's an option. I mean, realistically, we're not going to like pair tournament province twice with this deck, but yeah, I think that actually makes sense. It also guarantees that we see bat. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. You know, I guess we were guaranteed to see bat anyway, because we either had the tournament in hand or we didn't. All right, whatever. It helps us trash hoppers while still hitting 8. Looking good. So what are we taking here? Probably just followers. Like, attacking is good. And we do have trashing that we can use to get rid of the estates. Like, we're going to have to feed the bat, I guess, to keep using it for gains. So, been pretty good. Annoying, but not a problem, really. That definitely means we're not going to be double pairing our tournament, but that's okay. All right, now I think it's time to grab a festival. Do have a terminal in our deck, and we're going to want to add more. Our opponent still doesn't have a province, so we've got time to find our stuff in terms of picking up another prize. I mean, the other prizes are not like as valuable. There's obviously Trusty Steed is always nice to have, and would certainly be good here. Probably is the next pickup. I think it's more valuable than Princess. Huh. Why is it gold? Well, I guess if you can't hit price points. I think this is just Expedition. We want to pair our tournament in province again. We know I've got our festival coming up. So probably we just take a werewolf here. Well, if I'd known we were going to top deck our followers, maybe not, but that's fine. There's a possibility that we get just like destroyed by vampire here off that expedition, but what can you do? Try. It happens. Diluted? No! No, I do not want to be diluted. No, thank you. We will banish or something this turn. Buy more expeditions. My opponent does have like more of the 5s in their deck, but Still think my overall position is stronger. We get province. Excellent. What I'm wondering is if there's a reason to take actions here. Like, we don't really need to play our werewolf if we draw it. We don't have any other action cards down there. I think we just go cards, coins. Okay, so we cannot buy. We could buy a second vampire, I guess. We could banish this one estate, trash the 2 coppers, something like that. Or we could buy some expeditions. We could buy 3 expeditions, right? Like I don't know if that really makes sense. We could banish the estate and buy 2 expeditions. Is that better than buying a second vampire? I don't know. Our deck is not especially fat. You could also trash both coppers. Well, yeah, I think it's gonna be hard, but not impossible to feed a second vampire. I don't know. I don't think it makes sense. We could also just buy a province. That's not unreasonable. We can't buy province expedition, nor can we banish. But we could trash estate copper. Yeah. Now that I think about it, that probably makes the most sense. I need some more water. I think I'm going to try to grab... no, never mind. They're done. Okay. I guess we might as well play tournament first. I think I will go ahead and take princess. Well, I do not want diadem or bag of gold on top of my deck, so I guess there's no reason to play this tournament. Can't really... I guess I can get like Festival Werewolf here. Despite the princess, I can't do like a whole lot, but... I guess I'm just going to wait until after the game. Opponent's turns are pretty fast. Not much of a turn here either. I think... Oh. So we can banish 3 estates. That's got to be better than playing the bat. Oh. Hope I find a festival. Maybe I should have taken 2 festivals instead of Festival Werewolf. I don't know. Six estates in exile. Masterful. This might actually be helpful. Maybe not. Okay, well, we know we're not finding a festival in. If we top deck a card, then when we play followers, we don't trigger a shuffle. I think that's a good thing. So let's take Diadem, guess. Oh, Trusty Steed was down there. I should have known that. Should have known that. Well, whatever. We're not close enough to a pileup for buying an estate to make sense, so... Plus, we'll get there anyway with followers. Envious and Plague. Oh. Plague... Whatever. I'm glad that I'm not getting hit by it. Wow, I am not finding my villages. I do have 3 of them. They are not there. Not there. We're just going to keep playing the followers. Driving those 2 piles down is probably better than anything else I could be doing. Even if I'm not really making any other progress. I have very little treasure in my deck at this point. So it's going to be hard for the counterfeit to save my economy this turn. Well, we can buy Expedition. Okay, this looks better. Do we want Duchy? I don't think so. Do we want Bag of Gold? Maybe. Maybe. We want Bag of Gold. The advantage to taking Bag of Gold is we have the counterfeit. The disadvantage is that we're not like by any means consistently drawing it. We also don't have that much economy in our deck, so I think I am going to take it. Maybe I should have waited until I triggered the shuffle so I didn't discard the province into my shuffle. That probably would have made sense, huh? Gain the gold onto my deck now. Let's play the werewolf. And now we go cards actions. I think we go cards actions. Well, of course, we're only going to draw 1 card that's not a gold. We go coins. Yeah, let's go coins. Perfect. Although I guess actions was the same with Diadem. Yep, that was a mistake. Whoops. Okay. Province Festival, I think. Damn it. Okay, we got it. We got it. Alright, I gotta get some water. Yeah, I think both of those last 2 wins of mine were driven primarily by just having a really good opening Like that, getting to banish the 3 estates and like get to the province so quickly was really nice. Sorry, I also decided to get a snack, and apparently it is making too much noise for my microphone to ignore. Okay. So we have King's Court. We don't really have King's Courtable payload other than, I guess, University. And obviously King's Court draw. Trashing is Ratcatcher and Trade. We are going to need some money, presumably. So trade could be relevant there. Potentially also Horde. Probably our first priority is to hit either Margrave or University, depending on whether we want to open Potion or not. I am thinking we could just open like Ratcatcher Expedition. We'd be pretty likely. I guess we're not. No, we wouldn't be that likely to hit 5. Wish I could go open like Mill Expedition, but I cannot. It's like if we get some trades off, then we don't early. If we trade the estates, we don't necessarily need. We're gonna want Margrave as our first 5 though, anyway. Although, if we do try to pick up University first, we can go for that. So if you go Ratcatcher Potion, go for University, pick up Margrave from University, and meanwhile try to build towards trade. I don't know. I'm really not confident what the best line is here. I'm going to see a lot of different directions to go. Enchantress. Okay. Well, that could be annoying, but it won't be. And Groom. Yeah. Groom's a good card. I wasn't really looking at it for the opening, but... Okay, so... We're going to get to Trash and Estate here. If we don't buy Expedition, then Ratcatcher doesn't miss the shuffle, which is nice. And the University. So I don't think Expedition is the play. Groom is going to make it harder to hit 5 for a little while for trade. So I'm wondering about Mill. Of course, the thing about Mill, the way that helps you hit 5 is by... Oh, I didn't think about Groom for Mill. Oh, that's... Yeah, okay, I should buy Groom. Yep. I kind of forgot. We dodged the Enchantress, which is great. Because we're going to get to trash another estate. Well, probably. I guess we'll see. Now we don't need draw a card here, but we probably want to. Right, so we hit 3. Did manage to get an estate down there. Maybe we're not going to end up trading. I don't know. We can groom for silvers if we want silvers, I guess. We could get an enchantress. Could get a rat catcher. Could even consider a changeling, like as a way to get another university. Although we haven't seen our potion, so we're probably going to get university this coming turn. Honestly, I mean, we do need to build towards being able to hit 7. But changeling for like Margrave for university be pretty good. I think I'm gonna do it. And there's definitely an argument for enchantress. There's also an argument for getting another rat catcher. Although we've gotten really lucky with the rat catcher so far, like seeing them at the top of the shuffle, getting to trash and estate, getting him into the next shuffle, which mitigates the need for additional rat catchers. And we've dodged the enchantress twice now. That's very nice. Unfortunately, we don't see either of our universities with our Margrave here. I don't know if we're going to want a 3rd university, given the ability to King's Court them anyway. Oh, hello. Well, that... Huh. Do I want to play this mill to fish for one of my actions? I mean, if I'm not going to buy a university anymore, well, I'm not going to hang on to the potion. Right? I mean, I could. Yeah, I think I will hang on to the mill. Oh, there's the King's Court. Okay, yeah, that's certainly the advantage to playing Margrave out of a full hand. Oh, I see what's happening here. My opponent might... They might have their Margrave in hand again, and then if I Expedition, that looks pretty awkward. But if they don't, I think I'm going to do it. Uh-oh. Oh, no! No, 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 no. No. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, we might be losing this one now. That was brutal. The King's Court the horse. Really good. I think this is the way we want to go. I'm really not sure. If they play Enchantress, I'm probably going to pig the University because I just want to find my Margrave. I guess I could have kept the... Yeah, I should have kept the groom rather than a rat catcher. I mean, I want to keep trashing, but yeah, I don't know. It's probably incorrect. Okay, they did just trigger a shuffle with a no Margrave in it, so that's good. Ugh. I think we take Walled Village here. I mean, we could take Expedition. Like I said, they did trigger a shuffle. I do have an Enchantress in play. So, like, I mean, they might find... I don't have Margraves down here myself. I have a university and presumably a copper. I know I discarded an estate. A copper, 2 coppers. Yeah, it should be university copper. Which is not great, obviously. I think I gotta go with the Expedition and hope that they don't draw into stuff. I mean, the odds should be not that high, but damn it! I have to keep this estate. Oh, God. Brutal. 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 I mean, I guess the mill lets me fish for 1 card. It's not really that. I do have 2 Margraves down there. Getting rid of the estate seems pretty good. And it's not like this turn is gonna amount to anything anyway. Just, damn it! Like, I just needed 1 turn. 1 turn. Couldn't get it. I guess university looks pretty bad. Looks pretty bad. There's no way I come back from this. They're gonna buy another King's Court. No? Oh. Okay. I think I gotta take another Margrave. Because I just need draw. And then we probably want a Walled Village. I don't think we even bother to fish here. We've got University Margrave, so even though we're gonna get Margrave, our turn should at least be alright. But I have no King's Courts. No King's Courts. Opponent certainly has some mills. We have another Margrave in the shuffle. We have 1 Walled Village. We have 1 University. Guess we take another Margrave. No, that can't be right, because we're going to play... Yeah, we're going to need that. No, we take Walled Village. Alright, so they're trying to rush down piles, which makes sense. But, like, maybe... I don't know. Maybe if I can... like, there's no way I can win this game without a King's Court in my deck, but maybe if I can... Like, if they don't finish out the rush. I mean, they are going to have a bunch of crap in their deck now with these estates. I guess not that much crap, but still some. Well, never mind. I don't think I would be bothering with estates here as each person. I would have just been taking... I mean, maybe they wanted to draw for whatever reason, but it just seems unnecessary. Oh, frig. Okay, well, that does change the calculus, doesn't it? We have one Margrave, we have one Walled Village, we have one University in here. I think we take another Margrave. I mean, I need more villages. Like, playing into my opponent's win condition, taking a Walled Village, though. I don't really want another University. Jeez. But I kind of... Yeah... Frig. I don't know. And should I take Expedition? I mean, they didn't... They do have an Enchantress in play, but they didn't otherwise particularly set themselves up to... Oh, I guess they did buy an Expedition. Yeah, well, whatever. I think Expedition. I'm just not having a turn. I don't do that. Most likely. Not that it probably matters, but... The good news is that since my opponent doesn't have any universities, they can't gain Margraves. Don't know how significant that really is, but something. I am surprised they do not have any estates that they want to discard. Okay, well this might be just about it anyway. Taking changelings, yeah. I'd imagine that they have a pile out here. A couple changelings to empty the grooms, play the rest of the grooms to empty the estates. Yeah, it's gotta be. Yeah. Well, that sucked. I think... Yeah. I didn't... We played our Margraves around the same time, but my opponent got an Expedition off. That I didn't Margrave, and then they Margraved my Expedition, and like, despite the fact that they had triggered a shuffle and weren't like necessarily that likely to top deck it, it was all downhill. They got the King's Court, I did not. Blah blah blah. Okay, so We can borrow for treasure. Probably going to want to do that. What do we want to open on the 3-coin hand? We can just take like something innocuous like Market Square, Vagrant. I don't know why I would take Vagrant over Market Square particularly. There is no trash. Oh, actually, we could take an Animal Fair. Well, that only trashes Necropolis. There's no way to trash over an estate. There is a way to trash Necropolis. You can turn it into Animal Fair. Although, no, there's Village. Okay. Hunting Lodge is the Village. Market Square is plus buy. Do stuff with treasure. Yeah. Yeah, I think just I'd rather go ahead and get the plus buy into my deck now. I mean, the odds that Animal Fair and Necropolis collide. I'm sorry, not Necropolis. Animal Fair and Treasure collide. If they do, yeah. And what does Animal Fair really allow me to do? I mean, I guess it makes it more likely I can get like multiple hunting lodges or something. Like ultimately, the deck we kind of want, I think, is a bunch of hunting lodges and then like treasures and Animal Fairs and Market Squares. Use Island to set aside green cards. We can use Island to thin Overgrown Estate. But yeah, I don't think opening with Animal Fair is the way. Apparently my opponent does, though. Well, right now it's looking like I should have gotten the Animal Fair, although we can get it here. Okay, now it's not. So the issue here is that I want to buy a 5. Do I take the key? I think I do. Like, I want to trash too, obviously, but I don't. Like, 4 does not look good. So we could borrow for Island to trash our hovel here, and then use that to set aside Overgrown Estate. Is that ridiculous? Doesn't seem totally... Oh, we don't have to borrow. Oh, well, that makes it seem a lot better. Okay. Or we could borrow for a 5. Yeah, actually, I think that's better. Well, okay. I'm gonna do it again, I guess. Oh, I don't need to. Boy, I have the key and stuff. I think I want another treasurer. 2 hunting lodges in those 5 cards. But noxious. If we don't lose the key here, then we can borrow for another hunting lodge while still trashing this copper. Otherwise, maybe I will take the island. I don't know, we'll see, I guess. I mean, maybe I should anyway, but I'm not really sure. Scepter is interesting. I'm not sure that I want Scepter because like it doesn't really work well with the hunting lodge stuff. I think we're going to go for hunting lodge. Okay, I think we need to discard, play the first hunting lodge, and then discard so that we can get the other one into the shuffle. Alrighty then. Guess we're just taking another hunting lodge. A lot of hunting lodges. But we can add another treasure. So we have we have one treasure and one animal fair down here. Ideally, we do also have another hunting lodge. It's like ideally, I'm gonna, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna, ooh, down to 2 hunting lodges. Maybe I'm just gonna grab the last 2. I mean, they do seem like the most important card. I think I play the hunting lodge first. Damn it! That is not what I wanted. Well, maybe Market Square will draw me something. Okay, we have... I mean, right here we can borrow and take both of the hunting lodges. I guess we'll just do that. Okay, now we need to get some more treasures and that island. Come on, you have way fewer of those than I do. Why is your deck working before mine? Stop cheating. I guess you are first player. This might be the most times I've ever clicked on borrow in a game. I mean, you got draw to X, works pretty nicely. I mean, the scepters do work out for sure if you can line stuff up. I'm just not convinced that makes more sense than just getting treasures. I mean, for Animal Fair, yeah, Animal Fair is expensive. Oh, that's annoying. That's really annoying. I mean, we do have another hunting lodge down there. It probably makes more sense to do this. Come on. Damn it. Damn it all. All right, well... 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we have one more hunting lodge in here. Yes, we do. Okay. All right, that's better. So I think we take the island now. And we take... We've got... We could take one scepter to get another buy if we think that that's important. One thing I hadn't considered is we could actually take farmland and to trash the overgrown estate. I don't think that makes sense. Right now we have 3 buys. How are we going to need more than 3 buys anytime soon? Maybe not. But the scepter does give me some flexibility there. Oh my god. Okay, there's like a really good chance that I draw a hunting lodge here, but geez. Come on. I'm seeing like not only on most of my stop cards, but almost all of my terminals. Maybe not most, maybe like half of my stop cards, but still a lot. Like, I really think my deck should be working better than my opponent's, and that is just not proving to be the case. I mean, well, I think we've trashed the same number of coppers. Okay, now they've trashed an extra one, but like, what the heck? Ugh, okay. We got to discard and draw 5. And then we got to do it again. It's great. We'll take the key later. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's no reason. Oh, I could have left that Hunting Lodge on top of my deck. I'm super dumb. It is known. My opponent get rid of their Overgrown Estate? No. Advantage me. Okay, so we play the treasure again, we get to 16, and we can trash copper. Do we want to take... If we take Animal Fair copper, we can get to 18. Doesn't really help. Like, I want another island, but and it could go Province Island, Treasurer or Scepter. I could do that with 18, 10, take Island. Would we take another Scepter or would we take another Treasure? I'm not sure. Like, we do run into risks of running out of terminal space, I guess. It seems. Although I didn't play this Hunting Lodge, so maybe not so much, but... How important is it to trash this last copper? It's part of the question. Like, Double Island doesn't really do anything useful. We could take double... My opponent had 18 coins last turn. Got like a little bit more payload than I do. I think I need to add a little bit. So let's go with that. Take Province, take Island, take Scepter. We're only 2 points down. Play this market square first. It's hard to imagine a situation in which that's helpful. Ooh. A bit of a dud, perhaps. I mean, I don't know how many Scepters my opponent has in hand, but maybe my Hunting Lodge advantage is starting to come through. Oh, that's creative. I mean, they can only play the Scepters, but still. If they take like 3 provinces this turn, is there any way they're going to get that much money? I don't think so. Especially not if they're doing that. Yeah, in fact, they have no more scepters. I think they end up taking Province Island here. Yeah, okay. So I could play Market Square, hope to draw a terminal. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. Okay. We already have the key. So that's awkward. We can replay Scepter to get rid of that last copper, but we discarded. How many Hunting Lodges have I played? 4. So these are my last 2. So there is a risk if I play this treasure. Yeah. We got 2 Scepters. It should be fine. Damn it. Okay, so at max we can take, you know, add 9 coins and be at 23, which is not quite triple province. I don't know that triple province would be a terribly good idea anyway. So I think we want to go ahead and trash this copper. And then there's no reason to play this as anything but animal fare. I don't see how my opponent could possibly hit triple. So 1 province should be safe. So we'll do that. You take... Could take good double farmland. Also take double island duchy. That's probably better. On the last turn, I mean, they can start pulling coppers out of the trash with treasure. They have at max 5 coins they can get that way. That's not too many. If I were to start pulling coins out of the trash with treasure, I can hit triple at the very least. Yeah, okay. I'm going to take the double island duchy, I think. Do not want a duchess. No, thank you. Yeah, I would be very surprised if my opponent can hit triple. If they can, well, that would be unfortunate. But I don't think they have the draw. Like, they've got... That was their last hunting lodge. They just discarded a scepter. We got like 3 cards here. Well, I guess animal fare is just as good as treasure pulling coins out of the trash anyway. Never mind. Yeah, so that's their max right there. So yeah, actually, yeah, never mind. I can only gain like 1 extra coin off of not playing that. Yeah, so I probably can't hit triple. Yeah, that was silly. Well, no, because I can play the regular treasures to gain. I might be able to hit triple with borrow. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, what we can do is like pull from the trash with the first treasure or two, and then if things go poorly, like retrash. I mean, we risk not taking the key that way, which could be a problem. So what are those 3 cards for orange person? I guess they're province. Okay. All right. Pretty clearly play the island here. Right. So, do we take... I mean, we don't have to risk it. There's... Let's see. Yeah, the pile out right now is more expensive. But if we take the last island, then it's not. Although there's the potential that, like, if we take the last island, that, you know, like, or if orange person takes 5 scepters, that they don't have a lead. We'd also have to take 2 duchies. The other problem with taking a copper now is that we have to end up having to just toss it. So that's awkward. That is awkward. Okay, I'm not going to do that then. Let's go ahead and play the market square, I guess. Play normal fair. So we've played 4 hunting lodges. These are our last 2. We've played 1 out of 3 treasures. So we have treasure, animal fair, island in those next 3 cards. No, sorry. Treasure, scepter, island. And I guess I can take a farmland without having to trash. That, now that I think about it, the farmland that orange person has might, well, no. They would still need to hit 22 or 21 with borrow. So, okay, I'm going to have 10. This treasure is going to give me 10. The other treasure is going to give me 13. The 2 scepters are going to give me 8. Which is 21. If I take 2 coppers, I can get to 23. So if I can draw it all up. But can I do that? I mean, I play treasure, I take copper, I play hunting lodge. That's 3 cards, and then there's 3 more cards. I play hunting lodge, I draw a card, I discard... Maybe I think there's no reason not to try. Because I can trash with the other treasure. Play island, I see all my cards. I think I have this. Okay, so let's figure this out. 13, 14, 22, 23, borrow 24. One, two, three. Bang, we did it. Yes. Whew. That was exciting. Yeah, no, that was a great match. Like, Orange Person played really well. Found some stuff that I didn't. I mean, I really feel like this was the only win that I, like, secured through... I mean, I don't think Orange Person played badly in this game by any means, but this was the one where, like, I did something, like, different that I think led to my win more so than just having a really good opening. I mean, obviously, I still had to execute in the two other games that I won, but I think, you know, this is the one that I'm really happy about. Like, I managed to, like, navigate my way there. But yeah, I mean, I thought this was a really good, close match overall. I mean, I did get kind of blown out in one or two of Orange Person's wins, but to be fair, like, at least one of those was somewhat of a, like, first player advantage, shuffle distribution kind of thing too. Yeah, I just, like, really, like, this was one of the more fun matches overall. I mean, even though I was complaining about, you know, like, the Margrave game or whatever, like, I just think it was a really good match, and it feels good to end it on like, the highest note of the match. That's probably also part of the reason that I'm happy about it. Anyway. All right, well, that'll do it for now. I don't know when my next match will be. I do have another tournament that I'm participating in, which is going to start soon, which is Mix Mix. So I don't know if I'll be doing more League stuff next or be doing that. But either way, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.